Made you everybody a copy. I'm making another records request. Okay. First question I got is I'd like to know if Isaac and Wiles still represent the commissioners. Can anybody answer that?
I don't know that anything is pending right now that we have them.
But you still use that law firm?
Still probably could refer to them.
Well, the reason I'm submitting this request is I'd like to show you something here. This is a record check that Isaac and Wiles did on Patrick Druard. Okay. Now, these record checks were done on Mr. Druard, Mr. Winnan, Mrs. Beal, and Brenda Harden. Okay. Now, this was during the lawsuit that the commissioners had against the hospital at that time. Okay. Now, there was no other reason to do those record checks unless they was looking for some dirt to get them thrown off the board because they didn't agree with the commissioners. Okay, it's all right there in the letter. Well, what I'd like to have is a cost breakdown of what it costs for these record checks, because that's taxpayers' dollars. Am I correct? Have to be.
Yeah, if they would have gone through the legal system, I'm sure.
Yeah, because they went clear back to 2015 on Mr. Druard, and I mean, he's a school teacher. I think you would do record checks before you put them on the board instead of after you put them on the board, especially when they served on there for an amount of time. I believe, let's see, was it Mr. Winland? His went clear back to 1979. Now, that takes a lot of time for a paralegal to research all this. So I would like to know the actual costs on that, if you can provide them to me. I know you'll probably have to get this approved to the prosecutor.
Is that in your letter? If you want,
Pardon?
Is that in your letter that you want all that? Is that what you
Yeah, it's all back the second page here. Unless I gave you two copies, same one. Nope, right there, it's all there. Okay?
If that's in there, okay.
Yeah, and I know now for some reason the prosecutor has to approve all public requests, which is really BS because the Public Information Act doesn't say that. You see what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, when I made a request here a couple of weeks ago through the auditor's office, the prosecutor has to approve everything now. So I know you'll have to have some time to research that and get it from the prosecutor approval. Okay. Now I got one more question. There's been an investigation initiated by the Attorney General's office, okay, against an individual who has supposedly violated the Valentine Act or the Antitrust Code, okay? Do you know who would have started this?
I have no idea, Bill.
Huh?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay. That didn't come from the law firm of Isaac and Wiles?
I have no idea.
Well, there was a Mark Leland that worked for Isaac and Wiles during the time that all these lawsuits was going on, and now he's a special prosecutor or a special advisor to the Attorney General's office, which seems to me like a conflict of interest. But someone had to initiate this investigation, and I would say it probably resulted out of the Commissioner's office because it's referenced all this hospital stuff, things posted on Facebook and all that stuff, but nobody knows anything about it here.
No, sir.
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay. Would Mr. Winston be familiar with it?
Can't help you. I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you can, I'd like to get those records, gentlemen, whenever it's available.
Sure.
Thank you.